helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out on any future updates. You don't want to miss out, everybody. You want to stay tapped in. Just got done doing an amazing, amazing guerrilla radio, everybody. Epic guerrilla radio. So let's get everybody in here. Let's have some fun. Another day in crypto. We're seeing some positive price action as far as BTC. That's really good. That makes me happy. Overall crypto market cap 2.64. It's only climbing even more now. 2.65. You know, it was in the low fours before, low fives. Now it's going a little bit higher, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are happy. We're seeing some positive price actions: 83,000, 1,500 Ethereum. BNB starting to get closer to that 600. Solana was close to almost $100. Now it's back at 120. So the markets are coming back to life. I know everybody's been getting shaken out and about, but hey, we've been talking about it on this for a while. We knew that there was going to be some pullbacks and stuff. We also knew that this was kind of going to be looking kind of good for a little bit for us as far as going up. And it did go up. That 50 moving average is pretty strong. If you want to clean up the chart, you just want to, hey, what's up, Crypto Shay? Crypto Shay. What's up, bro? The lightning bolts are strong, bro. That's for sure. Appreciate you pulling up. The Volt Army, man. I swear, you guys are just. I love that, man. Here to stay is a great mantra. A great mantra. Just here to stay. I mean, we're just being resilient. It's needed. It's something that you need to have, and the fact that you guys have that is really really respected and stuff. You know, I was in Guerrilla Radio earlier with the Gorillas and seeing all the gorillas being strong. Breeds gold. I got you, brother. I just moved some Solana over last night just for you guys. All right. So I got you guys. It's still right there. Uh, both of you guys. Man, crazy, right, brother? He's like, come on, Rico. Send me my winnings already. And you know what? Ask anybody. Usually I'm on top of them. But hey, crazy one crazy week out of all the year is not bad. But I got you covered, bro. I did not forget. I just kind of I did the move the Solana over for you. But nonetheless, right after this stream, I'm not going to do nothing else but just that. That's all I'm going to do is take care of Breeds Gold and Jeff and send out the winnings that I said. That's why I haven't even done another one, just to make sure they don't pile up. But man, yeah, being resilient in this space is what we need. We need to, find communities, find projects, uh, and people that want to see the vision play all the way through, man. And that's important to me. And that Guerrilla Radio was a lot of fun. Spending time with Feg Token, spending time with Feg the System, King Koopa, Ali pulled up. That was really, really cool because, we want that. We want people to come up so we can sharpen up our stuff and keep pulling up really strong for the projects that we believe in. Hey Rico, XPX and Feg are both so undervalued. Pump is inevitable. I know that. That's we're so undervalued. There's so much technology there. You know, that's why XPX is on that smart DeFi. I see all that stuff. Like I know the value of everything, and it's like that's why I want to add something to that and add value. And the valley's definitely going to come. Definitely going to come. We're just being tested in this space with some crazy price action. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is real. Not just always fun needs to mean that people are talking bad about your project, but you got sometimes got tariffs scaring the market. Sometimes you got political stuff scaring the market. Sometimes you got a disaster scaring the market. Which all goes back to political stuff in one way or another, right? But at the end of the day, these things continue to happen where you get an opportunity to look at this chart and see if you can find a spot to get in where you fit in. Remember yesterday when we were watching this on the 15-minute chart? It's a chart that I watch when I'm doing some trading and stuff like that, right? And I got it cleaned up because sometimes, we add a lot of indicators and it makes it a little bit more difficult. But if you look right here, this 50 moving average, I just want to show you guys that if you look at it, would you just look at it? You can see how there's been an uptrend for a while, right? On this 15-minute candle. Since we broke this 15-minute chart, it's been going up. And the reason I'm highlighting that is to show you guys that this 50 moving average just has quite a bit of oomph, and sometimes it does it quick, break above it, come right back down. But when it's underneath it, it's bearish, right? And the reason I'm highlighting it's a lot easier to show you on a lower time frame so you can understand that, the market still has a little bit of work to do. Now we're headed in the right direction, but if you clean up the chart and, I like to have my indicators in there because I'm jumping in and out of trades. I don't suggest everybody doing that, do a demo account first, practice really good, take your time, try to practice at least a strategy a solid week, a solid month that you're saying no matter what, win or fail, I'm just going to do this strategy to make sure I go through. But flip flopping too many strategies throughout the week, that's where things get dangerous. And that's why I want to show you this very simple way to look at the market is this 50 moving average, right? We can see that there's still some work to be done. So no matter what they're saying on the news, no matter what's going on, you can say, hey, I know that technically we're still in a downtrend. If I saw the markets go back because somebody mentioned tariffs again, or because, the market wants to have a knee jerk reaction, I actually wouldn't be that surprised because we're still somewhat in a downtrend, right? We're underneath this 50 moving average. And you can add other averages that will kind of tell you where you're at. But this is where we start to see, hey, we're headed in the right direction. Every time we break above this, it's looking good. And we see that right now, right? We see that sometimes it can get choppy right here, which that's what I think is going to happen. This point of control, most likely it'll trade right here, get kind of choppy because there's all this back over here. And that's probably what's going to happen over here. So that's probably why we're not done and we're not out of the woods yet as far as crossing this over. But we're definitely headed in the right direction. It's better than the 74,000, 75,000, depending on what exchange, 76,000, any of the 70s, even 78 are the days low. I mean, we don't even want to see that. But when you start to layer this up, you start to see that we are in the right direction. But I don't want you guys in 2 days if somebody said tariffs, you get psyched out and you're like, oh my God, we're going down again. It's like, hey, we got this work at Feg for Life, XPX2. Welcome in, brother, man. We had a fantastic Guerrilla Radio. Oh, you would have loved it. I know how bullish you are on Feg Token. I know how bullish you are on XPX. That was a vibe. It was recorded, as a matter of fact. It's almost worth listening to. I wouldn't make you listen to too many spaces, but the asset back and everything that's going on, I think is pretty bullish. If you guys are new to Feg Token and everything like that, which we're going to get into, definitely go check them out because some serious technology there. That's why XPX is there because I freaking love that stuff, man. And but let's say they say tariffs in a couple days. They say this, they say that. If there's a knee-jerk reaction, don't get shooken up into space. Maybe we go still down to 72. I said this moving average, and I just want you guys to be ready just in case this happens. We're always super real on this channel. Just see this moving average is very smooth the way it moves naturally. It could hold this lower value profile and stay right here, or it could break lower and you see this little gap right here. It could actually fill that gap. It can even go lower than that 72. That's a potential, right? I just want to be transparent with you guys. I really rock with you guys. That doesn't mean that the party's over. That doesn't mean that you guys got to pack it up and go home. Because I think what could be happening is this thing going really smooth like that, right? I'm still bullish on the market. I'm a bull in the market. That's okay, right? Maybe that's not good. Maybe it is. It's not financial advice. But what if we were trading like this and we did hit that 77? Even if we went lower, let's clean this up a little bit. Let me back this up just a tad bit, because even if we had that 72 on the chart, I just want to see if you guys would, are you guys leaving? Or are you guys happy about your asset backing going on? It's like that's the thing when you're invested in a great project like Smart DeFi, that ecosystem, you got staking, you got something for the long term. The amount of money Mr. Mo, 250K in asset backing is wild. At this stage of the market, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Check this out. What if it went like this? Would that be okay? And if it came back towards the point of control, we see this up here, because it could trade, underneath this 50 moving average, just more tariffs, scare the market, go some stuff like this, and then possibly get above the 50 moving average and then start trading, bullish. Because this 50 moving average, like I said, it moves very smooth, and that's why I like it when you're zoomed out, right? To give you an idea, and you can test it because it is pretty fractal, everybody. You can test it on lower time frames and see what's going on. You can use other indicators to give you a sharper entry to make sure that you're getting exactly in there. But when you zoom out, this is something that even if this happened in the market, I wouldn't be upset with this. Now, we would have to address this up here, once we got back up in this range. If we didn't break out, should I be honest with you guys? Of course. If we didn't break past this up here again and we tested this all over again, maybe we curl right back down. That, we don't want to test this too many times and probably fall down. That could happen. But, we got a lot of stuff going on in this market. I'm more bullish than bearish. And if it's time to be bearish, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Or like I said earlier today in this space, we'll burn that bridge if we have to. But are you guys still bullish on the market at 59,000? What if it dipped a lot lower and we just stood underneath the 50 moving average? I can stay bullish anything above 52K, to be honest with you guys. I can handle all this zone right here. I'm not leaving. I can stay bullish in this zone right here. Now, obviously, there's a zone where it would get a little bit more spookier, right? Coming down underneath the zones down here, because it would be hard for people to understand that, hey, it's a retracement. But at some point, we have to just say, hey, is this that pullback that we got to go through? At the end of the day, that pullback is most likely going to be higher than a lot of other prices that Bitcoin was before. That's usually what happens, unless we're about to break this all together and then we just throw this out the window from here on out. We'll learn together. We're going to learn this. We're going to take notes together, cycle after cycle. We're going to be taking notes. We're going to learn this thing all the way. We ain't going nowhere till we get it all the way down packed. There's nothing else to do. So let's see if Bitcoin plays out like this. I would love for it to consolidate right here on this support and, be where we could just stay a little bit more bullish, where, like, let's say it just curls up faster. That can happen. I've seen it do that. Where, it could break out of here and start to get bullish, come back up here. But this is on a daily chart. Back up here in this range, it can make the bullish get really bullish again and create FOMO, create hype where we go past some of these previous all-time highs. That's something that we'll check out when we definitely get there. I think Bitcoin has a lot of potential. It's just filling the gap. That's what it looks like to me, man. That's what it looks like to me, broski. Honestly. Are you going to pack up your bags? Are you done, bro? Are you leaving cryptocurrency? It's filling the gap, baby. It's got to fill it up. That's it. Then we come right back. We come right back. Right back. And in that meantime, there are some trading opportunities, right? When you start to lower the time frames and you find a strategy that works for you. It doesn't have to be what I'm saying whatsoever. It could be what you found. You're looking at the hourly chart. Notice, hey, when it breaks this 50, even when it pumps up here and it came back down to test the 50, it never broke underneath the 50 and trended underneath it. You could have stood in this trade just by using this 50 moving average and said, hey, it's a solid trade. And now it's higher than it was before. It's also being able to have a good strategy that, you can stay in the trade. And that's something that I learned from Blunt. I really got to give Blunt a lot of credit. Being able to stay in some of these trades a lot longer, profitable trades. I'm optimistic on my winners. I'm a pessimistic on my losers. I don't want to be optimistic on a losing futures trade, everybody. That's just not where it's at. But this 15-minute chart, very powerful chart. You guys can see how very smooth this 50 moving average can be. When it's underneath the 50 moving average, I got a 50 moving average. It doesn't have to be like this where it changes color. You can have one that it just stays solid, like, let me give you an example. This one that I have here. Can you digest this? I mean, you can handle that. Underneath this blue line, above the blue line, right? I'm starting to sound like Blunt. I love this guy. It's pretty fun, Look at this. Underneath the blue line, I see that. I can handle that. Never get out of the trade till when? Till it broke the blue line. This is your insurance that you paid. Even if you did it right here and you got out on this pump over here, you're still in a profitable trade. It actually came back to fill the gap the opposite way. Okay, so now you're in a long trade above the 50 moving average. Boom. I can understand that. Oh, it broke underneath? Fine, I'm out. It is up to you what time frame you want to use that's not too noisy for you so you're not jumping in and out, but you will get a runner, right? Look at this flip to the downside. That's a nice little runner. You'll get your test like this. Look, this is a hard one. This is the hard one that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but break above the 50, good signal. You could take profit, but you're like, hey, it's still above the 50. I'm going to hold it till it breaks underneath. It breaks underneath. That's usually where my stop loss would be, right? I'm done right there. But check out what happens right back. It breaks into it again. What do? This is your strategy. Are you going to throw it out the window now, or do you get right back into this trade so you don't miss out on this? That's why you got to be kind of cold with it to be able to say, hey, that's my strategy. It broke underneath. Cool. I can count my loss on that trade. It is what it is. You know, I wanted to hold it till it broke the 50. I was hoping it did it up here, but it didn't. It actually went up and right back down through the 50. Cool, I'm out. Breaks right back above. Do I want to get back in this trade? Do I see it go back up, come back down to follow that trade all the way up? Oh my God, you're something else. You said I'm doing life without pro on XPX. You know, we're gonna send this thing all the way. You know, it's we're gonna send this thing. There has to be that project that sends it all the way for sure. You know, we got rocks also. You know, holding a lot of us are holding a lot of the supply of XPX. All of us. You know, we're all we're all in the same smart DeFi place. But here we go, the 50 moving average. And you know, this is just letting people know what the market's actually doing. And you got these opportunities with some form of strategy if you're getting bored in the market or whatnot. But nonetheless, Bitcoin is still alive. It's not going to die, everybody. It does this every time. You know, right when people think it's done, it kind of goes back up. I still think we have some serious gains to make. I could be wrong. It could just consolidate all through the orange, or I mean, all through the blue from here on out. But even then, even if it stood consolidating on this type of trend, this directory, it is an upward trend still zoomed all the way out, right? If you're playing the extra long game on cryptocurrency. Let's go over to Smart DeFi. Let's talk about FEG token. I want to let you guys know some of my FEG token shorts are doing really good. Still a little sick, everybody. I apologize for that. Let's go to FEGtoken.io, though. I want to start off right here. This is absolutely amazing right here, everybody. This gorilla, I want you guys to come to this website. Check this out. I want you to shill this website, feg.io. And then I want you to go to the bottom of this website and tell people, I want you to shill this website and tell people, come down to documentation. And I want you to go through this documentation and tell me you're not bullish after you go through all of this. Tell me you're not bullish about when you find out the passive income opportunities. Tell me you're not bullish when you find out, you know, the store of value, right? The tokenomics built for you. I mean, there's actually so much right here to unpack as far as what FEG token actually have, as far as staking with the passive income, as far as the asset backing with the store of value, the lending protocol because of the store of value that's being backed. This is amazing stuff right here. Yes, AD, we got shorts. The shorts are getting crazy views, everybody. If you guys can, when you have time, I'm making shorts of these live streams, and they are getting crazy amount of views. They're breaking into the thousands, a lot of them. So, you know, if you got a project that you're bullish on, even if I'm not talking about your project on that short, you might want to go leave some comments on it because we're getting a lot of exposure. YouTube basically has no shadow ban on us on shorts when it comes to maybe live streams and long form content video. But the shorts, we're getting a lot of views. There was one video that got like 1,000 views in 20 minutes. I was like, whoa. And it was just climbing more and more and more. So a lot of views. But right here, I want you guys to come over here to, you know, feg.io, scroll to the bottom. You know, whether you're checking out the governance token, whether you're checking out the asset backing, the store value of, you know, FEG token that continues to go up because of the baseline value, the lending, it's all right here for you guys to come check out. Come check out the tokenomics, of course. Some of the stuff that we're bullish on. Apologize, everybody. Is Smart DeFi, everybody. This is what we're bullish on, right? We got Smart DeFi right here. This is one of the most bullish launch pads that you guys can ever see come out right here. Amazing space today with Gorilla Radio and some of the guys pulling up. This is what it's all about. This is what I saw coming together and I wanted a piece of, and that's why XPX is launched on this Smart DeFi protocol. The asset backing, everybody. Over $250,000 in asset backing. What? That's a crazy amount. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Coming over here, go to backing, grab this contract address, right? Go to, let me open it up over here. BSC scan right here. Let me bring it over here. Post that in there. Boom. Boom. Show you guys something. Let me show you guys the asset backing. Here you guys go. And I'm going to show you guys something on your XPX token too. I don't think people realize how powerful smart DeFi really is. And if you guys can share this stream, I'd really, really appreciate it. This is exactly why we're invested into Effect Token. It's not just for the pump. It's for the technology. It's for the innovation. It's for the security. It's for the advancement of, decentralized finance, not just DeFi, decentralized finance, everybody. Check this out right here. How much? How much? 397. Let me say that again, everybody. 397 BNB. $233,000. And this is pre, $4 billion market cap. King Koopa says something really good. Imagine if we had that turned on when we pumped to the $1 billion market cap. What would that asset backing be? It's at $250,000 already. Over $250,000. I mean, well over it. 233,000. This is what's going on. This is what's going on right here. This is the technology that we invested into. This is the idea behind, smart DeFi, everybody. Of course we want the charge to pump. Of course we want that. That's gonna happen. If Fed token, which we have seen and the team have shown as not going nowhere, the baseline value will always go up. It's always gonna keep backing these assets up. Right? And this is why, if you're a subscriber of mine, if you got into that LGE with me on XPX, if you saw what I was doing with XPX, with Ali, with Marlon, with David, to bring something to this is one of the reasons why I waited for Smart DeFi. As a YouTuber, as an influencer, whatever you want to name it, as an innovator, really as well, right? I'm in this space, to bring value to the space is why I waited for Smart DeFi. I know a lot of you guys are subscribers to the channel that are invested in XPX, but this is why Smart DeFi was important to me. Because Smart DeFi offers so many things that makes it a powerhouse. Not just the staking, the asset backing, not just the asset backing, the lending because of the asset backing. The lending because of the asset backing. These are all going to be future metas to come. And I want to show you guys something, that there's a very young project, small project, powerful project, XPX. And I'm going to show you guys the asset backing on XPX as well, and show you what we have accomplished so far together, everybody, in this ecosystem that is thriving. If you guys ask me, it is thriving, everybody. So, I mean, big shout out to Rox, the Alien, the dev team, everybody that brought this together, RTR, Tommy, all of you guys, Vanek, the people that I'm probably not mentioning their names and they're probably mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Tell me your name. Come to the chat so I can mention you and give you your praise, give you your flowers, because this right here is super powerful. King Koopa said there was a time when we were like the fifth holder of BNB when we were pumping through FEG Wrap, through FBNB, FRAP, BNB, right? What happens when Smart DeFi is pumping and every project is seeing a lot of volume, not just FEG token, but what happens when hundreds of projects have this type of value locked up in BNB? Do you think that the Binance exchange can ignore the fact that there's a launch pad accumulating and locking up their BNB and essentially, bringing value? Because as this BNB is being backed and it's not moving nowhere, we're bringing value to the BNB chain. This is how a real life Binance listing can happen right here. What we have is a flagship product, everybody. We have a flagship product. The team has outdid themselves. What we all have to do is go out there and tell everybody what we're really doing. And we have great projects, obviously, like XPX. There's a lot of other ones, the Space Penguins, I see pulling up nonstop everywhere. But we got to let everybody know. We all have to know this stuff. We all have to know this stuff. Over $250,000. And we're going to show XPX as well. I'm going to show you guys what we have been doing and what we've been accomplishing together, everybody. But imagine we come to Smart DeFi and instead of 175 tokens launched, dare I say, 1,750 maybe. Maybe we start off there. How much BNB would be backed up then? Could we get Binance's attention when we start locking up millions of dollars worth of BNB? What about at 10 million? You don't think it's possible? What about instead of 1,750 projects, it's 17,500 projects? You don't think that's possible? There's thousands of projects that launch every day. We're just waiting for that lightning to strike into the jar, and there's going to be a project that does it. Obviously, there's no secret. I'm rooting for XPX. I want us to break $10 million market cap to show everybody what's capable with this platform, to bring some hype, and I want tens of thousands of projects to launch on Smart DeFi. I do, because that's going to highlight this technology. That's going to highlight what's actually going on right here. What if it's 175,000 projects launching on here? And this asset backing on Effect token alone is at $1 million. Another project at $1 million. How many millions of dollars of BNB will be backed up by asset backing in these contracts? You don't think that will get recognition to this gorilla, to all the hard work? That is some bullish things to talk about right there. And the fact that this asset backing allows a utility to come out of it. If it was just backing those assets up, right, that would be good. But the fact that you're allowed to even take a loan out against the asset back value, it's a whole nother. It's like sprinkles on the ice cream. Everybody, you already had the ice cream. You said, "What? You're gonna put some sprinkles on it as well?" So we'll put caramel on it if you want. That's amazing right there. That's innovation right there. Not only is asset backing powerful in itself, but the fact that, excuse me, everybody, the fact that we get to also take loans and use that technology for our benefit, it's absolutely amazing. I want you guys, if you guys can, it's not always all about the numbers. I do these guerrilla radios to, for us to pull up together. It's guerrilla radio, right? It's for the gorillas to pull up together, where we sharpen steel together to make sure that we understand what we really got here. And I think we had that today in this space. I mean, that was a fantastic space. Not to say any other space was not fantastic, but if you guys can, definitely, maybe we'll repost it or stuff. I'll have the guys repost it for me. But the actual space that we had, it was recorded. That's what these guerrilla radios are here for, is to actually just make sure that we sharpen steel, and that's what we did today, and that's why we're having this conversation. That's why I'm showing you the over $250,000 backed up in Feg token right now in your project. If you have an idea, you have a vision, you have it, and you want to launch on Smart DeFi, your project can also start to have a store of value nonstop, back to back, and have something safe for your investors. Now, that'd be something for me just to say. You could say, well, Rico, that's easy to say. That's easy to say, Rico. Well, I agree. Talk is cheap sometimes. But how about I walk the walk with you guys? How about we walk the walk? How about we put, XPX on display? Are you guys still here with me? Is XPX still in the chat? Do you guys want to see what XPX is backed up? You guys want to see how powerful Smart DeFi is? What we've been doing here? Why I waited for this thing? Because the talk is easy. But here, let's walk the walk together. Let me show you guys a perfect example. I was not only bullish on Smart DeFi being a gorilla. I was not only bullish on the technology that this team was creating. So much that I was talking about it on my YouTube channel all the time, leading up to it. But I was bullish enough on it to say, you know what, Ali, David, Marlon, what do you guys think if we did something like ourselves? And we're already investors in the FEG ecosystem. We already believe in it. It's the reason why we continue to stay here year after year. This is when you have something really cool like this, and some gorillas coming together, right? And this is epic right here. This is epic right here. Still here, bro. That's what I'm talking about. I wanted to see. I wanted to make sure. Let me show you what we've been doing. Let me grab this contract address right here that you guys can go ahead and do the same. I mean, how clean is this? Shout out to the UI team. Whoo! Can we give a golf clap, a round of applause, maybe? Maybe a quieter one if you guys like. How nice and innovative is this for you guys to come over here and check out Asset Back? And let me grab this contract address right here. Let me go to what did I do a BSC scan? Let me get BSC scan for us again. Let me show you guys what XPX has been up to, what we've been up to, right? What we've been doing, what these assets being backed up. Make sure you guys see it's the right contract address. Right here, this is that one. How's that, everybody? 55 BNB. 55 BNB. That's going to be there no matter what. It's only going to go up, everybody. $32,000. $32,000. I mean, there's not smart contracts doing that out there. There's so much value in that that I want you guys to see that this is super super powerful. Super super powerful, man. Very very powerful. It is. To me, it's a big number. It's only just a start. And we're a young project. We're not only a young project, but we're actually a smaller ecosystem. To have when we have our breakout and we reach a lot further, we'll have some serious because we have our tokenomics set up to back those assets up because Smart DeFi is bullish. Why is Smart DeFi bullish? Well, Smart DeFi always made sense to me. When you're talking about the adoption of cryptocurrency, we were talking about bringing in retail. Like that's the whole reason we believe in cryptocurrency, right? That's the whole reason that we feel like it's a .com moment, that it has an edge, is because it's the future of finance. We had centralized finance. This is decentralized finance. Well, then when you start to look at what Smart DeFi brings to the table, that's why XPX had to come on this thing. It had to, because you have staking instead of savings. You have lending instead of loans. And you're still taking out a loan, but it's a lending protocol. And that's the technology that I'm bullish on. That's why I'm so excited and so bullish on this platform, and why I continue to pull up, why we have a team with the team chat buzzing out of control, and why we continue to build nonstop. We have a token contract that allows a truly dedicated team. It kind of makes a real team put the work in, right? And that's okay. We got Ali, we got Marlon, we got David, we got the team chat on fire today because we're inching to another delivery. Of course, you guys know we're going to continue to deliver, but we have a token contract because of Smart DeFi supporting us and having our back, having our investors back, my subscribers back, my followers back, by a baseline value going up no matter what while we're cooking. Passive income through staking rewards no matter what while we're cooking. What? Actual utility that the team has provided through the pay portal, allowing people to, businesses or individuals alike, to off ramp their cryptocurrency, to pay bills non KYC, to have a crypto Visa card and be free to spend their finance. Because it's not just about financial freedom. It's also about the freedom to spend your finances. And this is where this whole decentralized finance stuff really starts to take a serious type of shape. Now, we're not a bank, but man, we're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. I see the power of SD every time I look um, at my ever growing staked bag. Exactly. Right here, you have it right here before your guys' eyes. This baseline value right here exists because the BNB, this backing right here, is for you guys. It's for us. It's for the future of finance, how investing should be. As an investor, you should have something protecting your investment with what? Well, something that's always going to be around. BNB is not going anywhere. And if it's going somewhere, it's going to the moon. Guess who's tagging along? Guess who's tagging along? Well, we'll be tagging along because we've already backed up that much BNB, everybody. And that is asset backing from Feg Token. You guys come over here. I want you guys to check out this stuff right here. This is absolutely amazing. Asset backing right here. Picture a cryptocurrency that not only mitigates the volatility of speculative and tokenized traditional assets, but also ensures a minimum value perpetually on the rise, subject to fluctuations in the underlying asset price. That's the innovative promise of Smart DeFi asset backing, everybody. That in itself is bullish. The fact that we get to come over here and hit the smart tools and then take a loan out of it, it's a whole nother part of this. And this is where we have to understand that we are shifting from the old world of finance, of CeFi, of centralized finance, to the new world of DeFi, decentralized finance. And I truly believe that if you guys want to be part of that adoption, that Smart DeFi is the way to experience the shift to decentralized finance and how it should be. You should be able to have a savings account, or how about your money that you invested tokens into, right? You bought these XPX tokens, you staked them, you have a staking account. Forget a savings account. That's old. It's done. It's out of here. This is where we're at right here. Staking is the new savings. We're building it right now with the Smart DeFi everything. There's going to be early adopters. There's going to be early majority. There's going to be a late majority. There's going to be laggards. You have to wave your hand up in the air. You see how happy they look over here? You see how happy you see the sun is shining over here? You see this? These guys have a idea. They have a light bulb, life changing idea. These Fed guys, these gorillas, right? They launch Smart DeFi and they make this crazy platform. You have this crazy guy Rico Moneybags with a crazy team come together and launch XPX on this stuff. We're innovators. Look at the early adopters, and I'm with you guys, man. It was a fair launch. I'm an early adopter too. Let's go. Raise the roof. We still got the sun shining over here. Early majority. That's cool. Sun's down. The sun's gone away. We got the moon. That's the late majority. They're gonna ride the wave down, and then you got the people barely getting out of bed. Barely said, "What? Dial up? Are you gonna do dial up? Are you doing what kind of internet are you on right now? This thing is changing. It wasn't always fast internet. It wasn't always Wi-Fi. You didn't always have Wi-Fi, baby, right? You didn't know it was Wi-Fi. Make sure you keep your moon boots on. You better keep those things on. When you have a team that's pulling up nonstop, when you have a great ecosystem like this, the Fed team has already proven to do this over 4 years. When you have real asset backing, when you have real BNB backing your project up, this is a baseline value that we have going up no matter what. When you have real staking going on right now, you guys can stake your XPX token. You can be part of the new way of finance. This is decentralized finance. You're going to shift anyways. Or are you telling me that you're going to go from the old world of the idea of savings account, of loans from a bank, and you're going to go into the new world of finance, and you're not going to bring in none of the tools from before into the new world? Is that what you're telling me? That you're going to be a part of cryptocurrency without none of the attributes that to some people were beneficial, right? Or maybe the idea of them were beneficial as far as savings account, right? Unless you had like a CD or something. You're going to bring those ideas over, and Smart DeFi is doing that right there. And that's why XPX makes so much sense on Smart DeFi, because with the cards, with the bill payments, not everybody that takes out a loan on their asset-backed value, they're going to go be a degen. Not everybody's a degen like Thomas. Not everybody's a degen like AD. They're going to, maybe they want to take out a loan to feed the horses. But they don't want to lose their position in their crypto. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose the bag in their crypto, because they're like, hey, crypto's going to keep going up, right? And if I don't, there's no tax on it. If I don't sell it. I never sold it. I never sold it for profit. I took out a 30-day loan. I want you guys to come over here, right? Smart lending, interest-free loans. I'm on one today, everybody. I'm on a Smart DeFi rant today, everybody. Interest-free loans. Smart lending empowers holders of any Smart DeFi token to secure loans against the asset backing the token without selling or burning it. So you never sold it. No capital gains, nothing. You don't have to lose your position. Borrowers receive the token baseline value instantly. You don't have to wait. You get it instantly. You don't got to do no paperwork. Shout out to Fect to Retire. Man, he gave me that spiel today, man. That's why we sharpened that steel. You don't have to fill out no paperwork. You can go do that right now. We're not going to discriminate about you. You can go take out a loan, a 30-day. Enjoy a 30-day interest-free repayment period. In case of difficult repaying on time, borrow extended the loan for another 30-day by burning 0.1% of the token. You need. Hey, you say, you know what? I thought I was going to be able to pay it after the 30 days. You don't even got to. You know what you do? zero point 0.1 of the token, extended for another 30 days. What bank is going to do that? What bank is going to do that? What bank is going to do that? That is smart DeFi. That's why XPX to me had to be on this thing. The fact that XPX can offer interest-free loans via smart DeFi and letting you off-ramp those loans onto a Visa card, boom. Are you kidding? What? What? That is undervalued as it gets, everybody. That is undervalued as it gets. Users have the flexibility to choose lending against one or multiple asset backing the token, right? The loan extension, the loan extension option can be repeated as necessary. So you can extend it, extend it, extend it. Man, you can't do that in the real world, like we like to call it, right? You keep telling them, hey, I need an extension on an extension on it. They're gonna be like, hey, we're gonna come take that thing. Ain't no more extensions for the low. We're gonna come take whatever you got a loan on. The loan extension options can be repeated as necessary, offering borrowers additional flexibility and convenience, everybody. Does that now sound like if you just walked into a bank and you just read the best pamphlet ever? Does that not sound like you just walked into a great bank and you're reading this pamphlet and you're like, no way, what the zero, what? No interest. Well, so I can take out. That's what you're doing right now. That's why XPX, my subscribers, that's why we chose Smart DeFi. Because you can do these loans and maybe you don't want to be a degen like Mikey. I see Mikey pulled up, sending me a salute. Salute right back at you. But maybe you don't want to be a degen like Mikey. Maybe you're like, hey, I need to take out a loan because I need to pay a bill. I need to pay a bill. What does XPX allow you to do on that loan that's interest free? When you come to xpxpay.com, you go to crypto bill payments and you pay your bill non KYC. You don't need a KYC. You pay your bill non KYC. That is absolutely amazing. That's why I patiently waited for the Rocks, the dev team of Feg Token, the gorillas to cook on this. To cook on this. Because when you couple all of this amazing stuff with a powerhouse project like XPX, X pays X. Whoo! I mean, it's undeniably why this thing makes sense. And I'm going to show you why it even makes sense. Because down to the core of X pays X, it's all DeFi. It's all the idea of DeFi and the future of finance. Check this out. We got the staking as well, man. Smart DeFi introduces a staking system that allows Smart DeFi token holders to participate and earn rewards. Smart DeFi enhanced overview token accumulation. Stakers benefit from tokenomics taxes, earning a portion of the Smart DeFi token they hold. Broad project participation. Real world asset dividends. The list goes on what's all here for everybody. But let me show you, because I'm on my XPX rant and why this makes sense. Even down to the core of I know what this is meant to be in the future. Peer-to-peer electronic cash system. X pays X. It's a cash system. This is what this DeFi thing is all about. We call it DeFi, and I know things are dressed up as meme coins, but at the core of this, of the idea, this is the Bitcoin white paper. It's meant to be a way for us to transact with one another. And I never forgot that because I love this blockchain idea. I'm all in. I'm obsessed with it, everybody. So much so that the name XPX had to have some DNA to the foundation of what we were doing. And again, what are we doing? We're doing payments. Peer-to-peer electronic cash system. X 0101 pay each other, right? And that's what we have here, everybody. And if not for Smart DeFi, XPX would not have the flavor that it has. The fact that we offer all of this coupled together with this idea, the DNA, the bone structure of what DeFi is meant to be. DeFi is a breakaway from CeFi. Sometimes we get lost in the sauce with Cucumber token, with Cucumber Inu, with Pickle Inu, when really The core of this idea is a CFI, a centralized finance world, transitioning over to a decentralized finance world. And the best way for XPX to do that was on Smart DeFi and still is on Smart DeFi. And I want you guys to come check out XPX, XPXPay.com. Our merch store is about to be launching soon. This is going to be very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. Because this is not just going to be just the average merch store, where it's just, no. This is for the movement. This is for the movement. What we got right here is not financial advice. Don't be a degen like me. I've been doing more trading, less degen. Although running 75x leverage on trades is no. That's it. That's not degen. No, I'm joking. Go get your yeah. You got to go get those cards. The thing is, if you believe in DeFi, you know what? I don't even. If you don't want to get an XPX card, fine. Don't go get the XPX card. But go get a card. Just go get one. Go. Go feel what it feels like to transact with the future. Because that's what XPX is doing. We're building the future today. And you're gonna be doing off-ramp crypto onto a card, whether you like it or not. Not because Rico said so. Not because I said so. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I notice that we are leaving an old world into a new world, and whether you like it or not, they're going to hit the switch. You guys remember that clip I would play, in the beginning, showing, showing when people were first transacting. Do I got that clip? Actually, I should almost play that clip, that Burger King clip, when everybody's all mad that they're like, I can't believe they got us using cards to pay for our burgers. We don't even want to. You can play around. You can act like, I see King Cooper say he's going to stop playing around. You can act like you're going to be doing this. Everybody in that Burger King commercial was like, I can't believe that just for a burger, they want us to swipe the card. I mean, you barely see anybody going up to a Burger King and paying with cash. Everybody's using a card. In the same way, people are saying that they kind of don't understand this, peer-to-peer electronic cash system, this cryptocurrency, wallet to wallet. I don't kind of get it. How does that really work? Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you how it works. It works just like this. You're going to be using these things called cryptocurrencies. You can use over 70 different which ones you want to, because we know there's going to be a lot of them over here at XPX. We know there's going to be, meme coins. We know that. We're not getting in the way of any of that. We're here providing the pickaxes and the shovels. And this is here. This is here right now. You're going to be doing this. And you know what? I encourage you guys to just get. It's actually one of the puzzle pieces to your whole picture. Go feel what it feels like to load up a card with even a funny meme coin. Go load an XPX card with some Pepe and then go pump gas. And I guarantee next time somebody tells you that they don't believe in crypto, you're going to have a different feel about it. You can chuck them the card. Say, hey, you don't believe in crypto. I know this project. This guy, he doesn't stop telling us about this X pays X. He just keeps going on and on. He just keeps going on and on. But you know what? It works, everybody. It's right here. It's right there for you guys. You guys hear it. That's what we're doing. 70 different cryptocurrencies. The future is going to be all about this anyway, which way or another. Go test it out. Go be one of the first people to say that you were testing dial-up before, everything happened. You're going to be paying your bills. Here you go. Over 10 countries, or exactly 10 countries. Maybe I'm giving away some alpha, but here you guys go. 10 countries currently right now. USA, not KYC. Pay your bills. Just like they said that they didn't understand why they were making them pay for burgers using the cards, the same way people are going to say, hey, I don't understand why I would have to pay my bills with cryptocurrency. The world is shifting. It's changing right before our eyes. And, that's what it's going to happen. It is honestly just going to become that. It has shifted, and that's okay. And I think that if we capitalize on it and we take advantage of that, we have some opportunity, especially with projects like XPX at such a low market cap that it's at right now, giving you a crazy opportunity to get in on a project that, is actually watching the future and helping the future at the same time. We're not just watching and standing by, but we're actually contributing this with, virtual, physical, Visa, MasterCards, and also now non-KYC payments. You can pay your bills non-KYC. So go check it out. And now coming very, very soon is going to be our merch store. Our merch store that I'm very excited about. We're cruising at 602 market cap, man. What a discount price. Under $1 million market cap on a team that, 10 months, coming up on 10 months, showing you that we're not here to rug the space. We're here to capitalize on the space. We're here to make some things happen. Now, there we go. Now Sims can pay bills like Destiny's Child. Oh my God. Remember, the music was so innocent back then. That was an innocent time, King. That was an innocent time. Said, oh my God. Said, I don't want you hanging out in your best friend's car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Good times. Tell her pay her own bills in crypto. Yeah, different times. That's the thing. That's what we would say today. You know, I don't even think I know an R&B song right now. That sounds that's the that's the opposite of what you just said. That's the attitude now. And you know what? I mean, the girls right back. I mean, they're just everybody's just saying what they want. Say, nah, you pay your own thing. Turn around. So what? What? It's a new era. It's a new era. But here we go, everybody. Come give us a follow at XPX Token. Um, Allergies kicking back up. We're getting close to the hour mark. We just did a nice little solid, almost hour and a half on Gorilla Radio. We're gonna have some great shorts coming out. I'm telling you guys, just engage on any of the shorts that you see that I post, because what I'm using, I'm not being a laggard, everybody. I'm using AI for my shorts, and it's actually sending it, everybody. I'm not one of those people. If I don't know what's going on, I just want to learn it. I don't want to get like, oh, I can't. There you go, Mikey. Yep, Mikey finna pay his OF subscriptions. Uh, uh, King. Yeah. He's already told me that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, Mikey. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking, everybody. We get to have some fun on these live streams as well. But these shorts, I've been using some AI tools, and everybody, if you go look at the views on these shorts, they are through the roof. Like one of the Feg token ones, one of the Floki ones. I mean, a few of them that I've done. I mean, they're getting crazy amount of views, and when I'm seeing where YouTube is posting them, it's popping up on people's shorts feed. So we're actually out the shadow ban. If I got to be honest, long form content, the live streams maybe we're a little bit shadow banned, but the shorts they've been showing a lot of love. But I've been using AI to make these shorts really really good. And that's some of the stuff that I've been doing in the downtrend, right? What do I do in the downturn? I refine our APIs, we get things better. The team is cooking up a merch store. I'm also a content creator, right? How can I produce better content to get us more exposure on Feg token, to get us more exposure on XPX? Well, I have to be willing to be innovative as far as the way that I learn about new technology, and using AI, everybody, for my new shorts coming out have been very, very powerful. So I want you guys, whether you are a supporter of Effect Token, XPX, whatever it might be, you see me posting some of these shorts, jump on those and engage on those. We're getting a lot of views from new viewers, a lot of new viewers. So come give us a follow over here at XPX Token. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Produce solutions without government permission. It's DeFi, baby. We're doing it on Smart DeFi. We're doing it the right way. And this is just a start. This is just a start. I think you guys are going to be really, really impressed with what the team has really pulled together. And this is a team that was able to pull off this merch store solo dolo. Like, this is just us in the chat doing this right now. And not only is this for us, but it's going to be for the whole space, everybody. Everything that we do is for the whole space. And when we do something for the whole space, we do something for our investors. This goes right back to what we're doing, what we're building in this ecosystem to make sure that this project is always scalable and it's always sustainable. And I love that we have a team that is so passionate, that sees it all the way through, that we can produce another utility. We got staking, lending, virtual Visa cards, physical cards, crypto bill payments, merch store not just for us, but for the space. And you guys are going to see, you guys see that we're hinting more and more having these spaces as we get closer, but it's for the whole space. And you guys are going to see how this is going to be, again, for you guys, the investors, the true believers of X pays X, everybody, and this opportunity, not just in this project, but we're believers in the opportunity that we have in this financial landscape, that it is a new digital gold rush, and we're going to take over it. We're going to make sure that we do this leveraging smart DeFi technology and being honest to our investors and providing, utility that makes sense and it is practical today. This makes sense today. It makes sense tomorrow. So let's go. You guys are something else. Let's go to the deck screener. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's go to our list. We'll check out some plays, what we got going on. I like Floki right now. I've been checking out Floki. It's good to look at Floki because this is how I feel about FEC token, right? It's like some people, FEC token went to 4 billion. It's not at 4 billion. Can it go to 4 billion? Well, look, Floki went to a billion, came down to 50 something million, 48 million. Went all the way back up to 3.2 billion, passed up to 1 billion and went to 3.2 billion. So this is a common occurrence in the space of pullbacks, and if communities are resilient and they continue to push hard, that anything can be achieved. And I think with the opportunity that we have with asset backing and what FEC token is doing, imagine thousands of projects getting the exposure of all that asset backing that we're putting all that BNB to the side, and we start getting exposure from the Binance Smart Chain, from BNB themselves. That could be pretty powerful. It could be at the right market conditions, because we know, like right now, let's keep it real. Let's be honest. We're seeing a pullback in the space. We see Mubarak pull them back. They got listed on Binance. They still got to go through their pullback, but we're providing crazy amount of value. All that BNB being locked up, that's something. That means you got to stack that up somewhere. Here we go. 12 hours ago, we got come join our what's trending on BNB chain space later today. What time are they doing this? Did I miss it? We missed it. I want XPX. I want the gorillas. I want everybody. I want you guys to be out on the hunt for this. Look at Captain BNB was here. Were you guys a speaker? Speakers. Captain BNB? What? Okay, we got to catch these. We got to be at these. We got to. This is that love that I'm telling you about. 3.8 million. And I love Captain BNB. You guys see the thumbnail as me in that captain suit, right? Because they got a community that I believe when the markets turn around and it's actually pumping, like that's the thing with Solana. Like Solana and those meme coins had a lot of hype because BTC was also going towards 100K when that was happening. At the same time that Solana was pumping and the meme coins were pumping, all of BTC was hype because we're headed towards 100K. Right now, all these BNB plays that are getting all this exposure from the BNB chain, even as far as getting listed, even as coming up as speakers on their space, it's at a time when there's uncertainty in the market. Okay? That's not to say that it's going to stay like that. I don't think it's going to stay like that. And that's why you see my thumbnail rocking the cape, the Captain BNB cape. I mean, I like it. It's a fresh meme. I like a community that's hype. They come into the XPXTG. They follow us. They support us. How can I not support other winners in the space? This is them 5 hours ago in this space right here. I would like to get FEC token up on one of these spaces. Let's catch one of the next ones, and maybe we raid one of the next ones. Mikey, King, maybe we pay attention to when they're going to host one of these spaces, and let's start practicing our raid that we're going to do and how we're going to pull up strong. And I was up on a Chinese one time from the XPX main account, and I requested to speak, and they let me come up and speak. And they even spoke English. I mean, and that was a Chinese one. Sometimes we got to just swing back anywhere. So let's get ready to see some of these spaces. I think we've been, we're getting closer to where we're talking about, setting up that raid and doing that raid. But if we look at that list, it seems like they let everybody talk. And I'm glad that Captain BNB got up there and got to talk. I really like that because I don't think the price is reflecting. And that's like Ali said that, right? Ali said there's not a project out there that will be happy where they're at as far as market cap. You got the BNB chain showing you all types of love right here. And you still essentially have a pullback. Even Mubarak. Let me come over here because I want to look at this list again. I mean, this list was kind of wild if you think about it. I got it right here. Captain BNB, you see a bunch of Captain people came up and talked. right? So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of times you got to keep swinging back even when the market's not reciprocating that. But that does not mean that eventually when these things turn around, that all that added compounded value is not going to make this thing explode. And I think we're getting ready to that point as well. I think Fed Token's at that floor, and that's why I'm supporting other BNB projects. I've been rubbing elbows with these projects. I know what I'm doing, because they are really close to the BNB chain. But I also want to highlight that here goes the BNB chain letting you come up and speak. That doesn't mean you automatically get a pump. So what does that mean? That means that we still got work to do as a community, to grind hard, to push. And then when the market pumps up again, like when Solana was having all that fun, and you saw the Myro, and you saw the Bonk, and you saw, a lot of these early Solana plays that were just sending really easy. BTC was on that rally of BTC to 70, BTC to 80, BTC to 90. Is BTC going to break 100K? Oh my God, BTC broke 100K. BNB is right now doing all this hype and all this excitement, but at the time when everybody's sitting back with their arms crossed, wondering if they want to invest or not. So that's where I'm saying where like all that compounded value that we're putting in with the FEG system, the FEG to retire, the FEG the world, the spaces that you guys are doing, the raids that we're gonna be doing, the guerrilla radios, everything that King's been doing, Blunt in the TG, getting everybody educated with some wisdom in the market so they don't get shaken about and paper hand their bag. That all that value is gonna stack up and mean something at a point. You can't stack that much value up and it don't do something. You can only stack up so many little pieces of gold in a corner to eventually you got yourself a brick of gold. So that's what we're gonna keep doing. We're gonna keep pulling up for these solid communities. I like this Captain BNB. If you guys ask me, it's $3.1 million. I mean, that's undervalued. That's undervalued, and I'm not afraid to say that there's some solid meme coins out there. There's some solid communities that really deserve that exposure. They're getting the right exposure right now from the BNB chain, and it's still not making the price pump right away. So don't always wait and say win marketing, win marketing. Just stay active as a community member because sometimes the markets have to land on our laps. You have to let the market sometimes come to you. That doesn't mean that maybe you just pack it up and say I'm done. Maybe you hold some spaces. Maybe you do something in the TG. Maybe you're good at animation. Maybe you make some more art for the space to send and shield places. Maybe you do nothing. That's up to you, though, right? Captain BNB, everybody. I like this. This is very, very undervalued. A lot of exposure from the BNB chain. It's not, it hasn't hit just yet. And I think that a lot of these projects are going to get that exposure that they deserve. This is one that we saw. This banana is another safe play. And notice that there was times when we were only talking about Solana plays. Now we got a lot of BNB talk. It's at the same time that BTC is being tested back to back. So we got to let this evolve. We got to wait for that BNB moment. What is it going to feel like now that BNB is cool again, right? BNB is cool again, and BTC, possibly gets above this 50, starts to get bullish, and the market's bringing liquidity in, and money's flying in left and right. Do we have better chances of seeing something like FEG Token do really good, something like Captain BNB doing really great, something like Smart DeFi getting the recognition that it deserves, considering that the project launching are on the BNB chain? I think so. It's still going to take our effort to definitely get the word out there. So let's keep getting the word out there for sure. Bro, we're pushing you to become, that'd be cool, man. I know that they make us grind for it, that's for sure. But you know what? Even the squeeze that they got me, with the shadow ban, it feels like on live streams or long form content. You know what I do? I just adapt, man. I got that. I got that mentality. I just got to keep going, and that's why the shorts are on fire now. I'm not being left behind. I got to use AI to get the shorts to be fire. The shorts are on fire now, and it took like a good week of letting this market be in a downtrend, accepting that we're underneath the 50 moving average, to say, hey, is there anything else that I can do to get better? While the market's going down, right? Can I participate in some of Blunt's, technical analysis classes? Can I refine what I'm doing on my back end, my personal side, as far as a content creator? Is there anything that I can do as a developer of XPX with the team? Can the team come together to take some of this time to refine what we've been doing already? I think that's what separates a lot of people in this space from the longevity that somebody can have compared to somebody being burnt out, right? I'm constantly trying to figure out how to get better in this space, whether it's a content creator, a developer, a space host, whatever you want to call it, a person as an individual, a brother, whatever it might be that I can be in this space, a friend. I'm always trying to figure out how can I get a little bit better, right? So let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving, everybody. We're just about on the hour mark. Every time I think I'm almost all the way back brand new again, towards the end of the stream, I hear my nose get stuffy all over again. It's ridiculous. I'm like, man, who wants to listen to some sick guy? Let me bring this to your guys' attention. I think this is a play right here. Now it's at 11 million. Do not not listen to me right now. Don't do that. This arena thing is going to be something. And right now it's at $11 million market cap. The same way I'm telling you that you get to see Fake Token providing, when you see something providing crazy amount of value and it's at a low discount market cap, you're supposed to also practice, besides being a degen, Mikey, King. No, I'm joking. I'm AD. We also have to practice the how investors really look at stuff, right? And how do investors look at stuff? Is a company providing a certain amount of value that when I look at the price that it's at, that it's completely undervalued, right? And when you look at what Arena is doing, and they're this last milestone with allowing people to live stream, it would be I would be doing you guys an injustice if I did not bring you guys this Arena. And I've been talking about it since last year. If you guys go follow my account. I mean, go look at when I was talking about it before it became popular. Come over here. Rico Moneybags, 7/12/24. I know when there's something on the table. It don't got to make sense to me right away, but I know there's something. Now everybody's over here. Why? Because it's going to be the next big thing. This is SocialFi working right here. It is on AVAX. I would be doing you an unjust as content creator, as a friend, to not bring you this undervalued project sitting at $11 million market cap. And Avalanche at a discount. Avalanche is about to see a whole pump in itself. Remember these prices, $19.22. Remember these prices. Remember this right here, 11 million, because I'll be reminding you guys, okay? I'll be a gentleman about it. 1 second. But I'll be reminding you guys. I'm like, remember that, just like I'm going to do the same thing with Fake Token. With XPX. I'm going to be a gentleman about it, but I do want to say, hey, I kind of told you guys so. I kind of told you guys so, right? So this Arena is now letting people broadcast. Testing and tipping. This guy on stream, he's already made that. What am I doing over here? On this stream, total tips, $391. What am I doing?
Oh, here we go. Okay, I got to go through the whole list of people that asked. Here we go.
What am I doing? What are you guys doing? Matthew's over here tearing it up. He only 4.9 followers. You don't think that everybody's going to make a move over here? This is content creation on another level. Right away, this is going to explode. And there's going to be people that automatically are going to say, maybe I should buy the Arena token. Maybe I should actually buy the token that's providing this platform. That's what I'm saying with XPX. That's what I'm saying with Fake Token. When you look at something and it's providing value, you might want to say, hey, am I okay with that price being there? The 1,000 market cap pump giveaway. Look at this guy. Look at this. On this stream, $833. What is he doing?
Here's the deal. I'm going to pick one of the top tippers.
What are we doing over here?
Other than one of the top 10 tippers in the next
my Arena is not letting me connect. I think I got to connect to it just straight up. It doesn't let me broadcast it. I should be streaming on Arena right now, but it's not letting me do it through.
Money, don't send it.
all of my platforms together because I want to be
Okay.
streaming over there at the same time. You know,
And
right
by the
now we're
way, I'm
live on
talking
YouTube,
about
we're
like
live on
you just need to
X,
be on the
we're
leaderboard.
live on Kick,
So
we're
it's
live
not
on
because you
Twitch. But I
tipped
would also like
during
to
this
be
time.
live.
You
But
need to be on the
I set up the
leaderboard. The
stream key
lowest
and
one right now
everything,
is $38.
but
By the way,
it
if you
has
don't have the
not
money, don't
allowed
do
me
it.
to do
Is
it.
that even
It's
legal?
crazy. I
We'll
wish
worry
it
about the
would.
legal stuff later. Don't tell
But
anybody
maybe
about
I think
this.
I just need to do it just
Okay?
straight up and just do it just purely
Don't
like
tell
this,
anybody.
and then it will allow
All
me.
right, it's
But
between you guys and me.
this right here is undervalued.
This could end up being.
That
Don't worry,
is
there's more money
undervalued. Look at
coming,
no
guys.
tipping, no chill.
Okay.
This is cool, man.
Someone said, "What
I
a
wonder
waste
if we
of time."
can
There's
we
still
add,
yellow.
does it have to be a AVAX token to be able to tip? Can we tip? I mean, this is a question for maybe TK. He's already diving deeper on this, but there's a lot going on over here, and I think that this is undervalued. I've been covering this since like the 10 million. It's consolidating. We'll see how this thing evolves. I think it's going to go up. I think your Avalanche is going to go up. People are going to buy Avalanche to do what? To buy Arena. They're going to hold that Arena. This is going to go up. A lot of the Arena streamers just use StreamYard. Okay. I'm using OBS right now, so we can stream on multiple platforms. I think AVAX is next. We've seen XRP do his thing. We've seen Cardano do his thing. If you're looking for an opportunity, I think AVAX is about to do his dance. I think it's about to do his dance, everybody. I truly do think so. AVAX has a lot of potential. And we're seeing a lot of people play games. I think this is how AVAX sees something tremendous happen. I am very bullish on AVAX. This is a money bag alert for you guys. If you can hold the long-term game and you can see, I'm thinking like, you know, we got to not always be a DJ. We got to say, hey, this is undervalued. There's no way that streamers are making this much money. Come on. He's just been chilling here. He's already made more than a job, right? He's just hanging out there doing his thing. So this is going to grow. This is going to grow. You can forget about Rumble. You can forget about all of that stuff. This is going to grow. And I think we're going to see a wave. Oh man, AVAX definitely going to 45 easy, easy. It will break its all-time high. If you can play the long game, this is like getting Facebook stock early. That's how I got to put it. This is like getting in MySpace before the end of it. If you can get into this Arena thing at an $11 million market cap, I'll see you when this thing is saying 200. I'll see you when this thing is saying 300. That's what I think it could do. This to me says 100 million. It better. I mean, it better. All day I see this saying 100 million something. A win? I don't know. Probably not tomorrow, but who knows? What if they got Kai Cenat to start streaming on this? Huh? What if iShow Speed started streaming on this? And they're making crazy amount of money and this thing starts to take off. And of course, because of the platform, their governance token, Arena, you don't think that's automatically going to go up? Of course it's going to go up. That's like the same thing with Feg token, the governance token over there for Smart DeFi Launchpad. It's going to go up. That's like the same thing with XPX. When you have something that actually provides value outside of just a chart, money will go back
Sorry,
into
guys.
that no
There's
matter what.
3-minute
People
game
will
of
see the
Moo here.
value in what's
What
being
up,
provided
peeps?
and buy it on the dip. I think I still got a stream going.
AVAX bro just won $100. What the heck?
Look, he just look at him. Somebody just, what's up, bro? Look at that. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. Tipping what? To Arena. Sent to top stream supports. Right here, to Arena. So now this Arena token, come on, everybody. You think it's going to stay at $11 million market cap? No way. There's meme coins that are flying past that right now for doing absolutely nothing. This is going to go up higher.
Sorry,
Speed
bro.
and Kai
Didn't
would
mean to
make
kill it.
millions.
Okay, so didn't know. I'm playing a Moo in one game of quick chess. Everybody, I wish I could show
Oh, he
it to you guys
plays
on the
chess
screen.
too.
I really don't know what else to do.
Oh,
But
I got to do a stream with him playing the chess. Playing a game of chess. Who wants to do a stream playing chess? Who wants to get checkmated? Who wants to get checkmated on a live stream?
Good counterattack. Good counterattack move. Screen sharing. Okay, I'm going to do that next, OG Mart. That's my next goal here, is to get some form of screen sharing going on here.
Nice. So we could do chess games on here. That'd be fire. Yeah, that's what, to me, here you guys go. Undervalued stuff. So I think, we're going to have our DJing plays. We're going to have a lot of stuff, but this right here, do not sleep on it. Do not sleep on this whole platform. And we should do some guerrilla radios over here. We should do a lot of stuff over here as well. Get some guerrillas shaking up over here and have some fun. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. I see Speedy pulling up, man. I don't want to turn my shoulder on I'll play chess on a live. You'll play what? We got Speedy in here. I'll show you guys some love. I know you guys are grinding it out. 873K market cap, discount price, consolidation, community still active, buys coming through. What else you want, man? You want people to still pull up. That's what you're getting. You got a community that's resilient, and hey, you're seeing Speedy at a cheaper price than you've ever seen it before. If you bought it at any other price, I'm still holding from a decent market cap. I just do dust or diamonds, man. That's just what it is. You just got to let it ride sometimes. Floki is a perfect example. Some of these plays that just came back to life out of nowhere are perfect examples. And Speedy has a community that's pulling up nonstop. That's very, very, very powerful. Chess, poker, checkers. I mean, playing anything on here, right? Playing anything on there. It's bullish. I'm going to start doing streams on there, just straight up streams on there. I got to find it in me where I can just chill on the stream. I'm very high sprung. I got to figure out how to be high sprung for how can I chill on there for 4 hours? So we got Speedy right here. I'm chill, but my energy be high. So Speedy right here doing good. Let's go to your guys' X account. At Speedy on ETH. Speedy is more than a meme coin. It aims to make this world a better place. Watch the video of how we partner with Crypto for Impact to bring clean water. Let's watch the video of their efforts right here, everybody. Let's do something good in space before, we're always just screaming and saying, meme coin, meme coin, meme coin. Let's show them some love on what they've accomplished.
Because of water, they suffer a lot.
Guerrilla Radio, what's that? You don't know what that is. You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. That's pretty cool, Speedy. That's pretty cool, Speedy. And you know what? There is a part of like finance is always associated with being able to help undervalued countries. There's that's pretty cool. That's pretty amazing if you guys ask me. No, it's all good, bro. I'm messing with you. I'm busting you know what. I'm busting you know what. You can take it. You got it. You grind it. We're putting in overtime on the overtime. While you dashing, I'm doing this. That's how we keep the thing going round clock. Guerrilla Radio was fun. I didn't like the part appreciating TK though. Oh my God, I love that so much. Oh, I love the abuse that you put on TK. It's so healthy for us. The way that we get to emotionally vent on through Saphir onto TK is Good. If you guys feel bad about something, just let Saphir know, and Saphir will dump it on. Because TK doesn't, he's trolling. He can handle it. You can't be the king of troll and not handle a little bit of trolling back. So we just dump all our stuff, just right over there to the. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. We got over 100 messages. I got some kind of trophy. They just said that you guys are spamming the chat, that you guys are hooking it up. You guys are going to make the channel go viral by how many times you guys are spamming the chat. So let's give Speedy a good little review, because then I can make some good shorts for Speedy. That's what I'm noticing. Now in all these live streams, all these projects that I check out and check out their website, there's going to be little shorts for them. And man, this AI tool is making these shorts so good. So let's check out Speedy, the turtle. Give them some new shorts. Maybe you guys want to share some of these shorts, Speedy. Maybe you guys want to share the stream. There we go. This is Speedy right here, man. Meet Speedy in the world of crypto, where every new coin races to the top. One little turtle is making waves with a time-tested model. Slow and steady, everybody, wins the race. Introducing Speedy, the meme coin that's here to remind you that greatness comes not from rushing, but from steady, thoughtful progress. And that's what we're doing, everybody. Steady, thoughtful progress, 1 inch at a time, little by little. You guys know the story. This is a universal story. Naheem, what's up, brother? He said, Myro. Should we do one on Myro as well? I think it would be a good short to get done. Now these live streams are going to be, they produce so many shorts now. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for the channel. Honestly, without you guys, your guys, even your support, even if, just pulling up and really rocking with me and everything like that, like, it goes a long way. It keeps me motivated. If you guys go look, you guys can go check. YouTube doesn't pay a lot of stuff, everybody. It's not like I'm not buying a new Rolex off of what's going on with YouTube. So I really appreciate you guys pulling up, and that's really why I do it for. What up, Rico? Hope all is well. Let's look at Myro. Let's look at Myro. The dog that went up came back down, man, and we got to experience it together, man. I'm telling you. I remember when it was testing me, and I was my first Solana play going in, like, what's going on? What is going on with this thing? And I got in on this side right here. Tell you guys my little Myro adventure. I see we got some technical analysis on it. I got in on this side of it. And it was, of course, in the green, right? Where I get in over here, and I'm like, okay, it's pumping. It's getting a lot of people's attention. I get in on this side, it's pumping up. And then it pulls back. And I start to DCA. And I start to DCA. And DCA some more. And DCA a little bit more. I was like, oh my God, how much am I going to DCA? We're just DCA. We're going to these spaces nonstop. Dr. DeFi, all the guys pulling up, talking about Myro and the good boy Myro and this community just staying resilient. And next, it gets listed on Binance Perpetual. And man, was that alleviated. Was that just that relief, right? When it got listed on Binance Perpetual and shot up all the way up to 445 million, where I believe that Myro was going to hit $1 billion market cap. And sometimes this happens in this space. Naheem, I'm glad you're here, brother, because you know what? Looking at Floki, maybe we go through this. We handle this just like Floki did, right? They went up to $1 billion and came back down to 40 something million. So Myro going to 400 and something million, coming down to 12 million. Maybe this is the floor right here for the good boy. It's got to be. And where Myro eventually one day just pops up and turns this thing around. I mean, it was one of those dogs for sure on Solana that had that pump that was going. And like I said, this was at the same time with, Bitcoin was pumping, the market was excited, everybody was excited. So you have a lot more going on. But this is Myro, the founder's dog. This was the whole meta right here that was going on, right? The whole, whoever was the owner, this is why CZ launched, that whole little campaign of, if I launch a meme coin, do I do it after my dog? And he had that German Shepherd, right? Because this is a whole meta right here, just like Ada's dog. So this is the founder's pet. Welcome to Myro. Myro, the dog, named after Solana co-founder Raj. The dog Myro, the good boy Myro. And a whole meta started behind this thing at the same time when Solana was pumping. and it gave it a lot of oomph at the same time. It really did. It was a brand new meta, but at the same time, it had, it resembled the dogs, which we loved the Inu, but it was like a new, fresh twist on the Inu idea. And it was the founder's dog, which he actually had a dog that still does have a dog that looks like this. And there was a whole, narrative built around this, and it progressed, right? It did really well. And right here, you got right here in March, that's the thing. They slowed down a little bit on the post. We got April 2nd still posting right here, but just they're just letting this thing cook. Thank you, Yeezy. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Doing a little bit better. Not too bad. No matter what, we're here. No matter what, we're putting in the work. We're putting in the work. Appreciate you guys so much. But right here, Myro still got to post April 2nd. They're not posting all the time like they were. And, maybe we have something like Floki. If you're still a believer in the good boy Myro, if you're still a believer in even like Speedy, right? Like, let's look at Floki. Look at, that's why I even tell like the Gorillas Feg token. Like, Floki's a great example of like going up to 1 billion and the chart coming all the way back and everybody being shooken out during a certain time frame in the market, bear market and everything, and then being able to go not only past that billion, but go to 3.2 billion. So we can't discount that this market doesn't do very wild stuff with a very resilient community, right? But it has to be a community. It has to be people that want it that bad because Floki just always wanted it, right? They never let that narrative go with that Elon post and the Elon tweet. They just always kept it. So do not sleep on this one. I still think that this thing can spark up out of nowhere. I think when the Salah, I know they were trying to do their SocialFi app. I don't know if that's still a reality or whatnot. I think seeing Arena pull it off, if they could pull it off like Arena, there could be something there. I was like, Merv can wait. Rico sounds horrible. He needs rest last week. Yeah, I got you guys, man. I definitely got you guys. And I'm there after the stream. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. Is actually I'm gonna take care of that. I actually moved some Solana over. I have left everything kind of just alone and just kind of let it sit as the markets was testing everybody. I was just doing some futures trade, cooking on the back end with the team, delivering with this merch store that we're gonna do, doing getting my shorts better, right? Like studying different platforms that can help me get you know, my shorts more views, my channel more views. So like that, your plays can get more views, right? Your Myro can get more views. Your Speedy can get more views. Your favorite projects that you're invested into can get more exposure. And that's on my side that I got to do, right? You guys can share the link and help me and stuff like that. But I also got to find ways to adapt to the space. So that's what I was doing when I was sick and kind of like the downturn in the market, just refining what we got, right? Just getting a little bit better, a little bit better. If you look at the evolution of anything, it only gets better after time if people keep pulling up. I saw a comment earlier on Arrowbud. Where are they at? I saw a comment earlier on one of my posts. Putting in some overtime, everybody. I appreciate you, man. I really do. I really do. I appreciate you guys' patience. Rico, read what TK wrote. I don't want to read what he wrote. I'm joking. Say I put up with Saphir because my mom taught me to be kind to people that are mentally challenged. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God. I'm so glad we have that in our group. I'm so glad we have that. And you guys handle it so well. It's not even, if somebody heard it, they would be like, what's going on with these two? But you know what? I love that in our group. I love that we got Sophia and we got TK and we all get to laugh about it. We just put all our stuff onto these two guys. And they take it out on each other and they handle it really good. It's always when you least expect it, it's just perfect enough to get you to laugh. It's really good. It's really, really good. I always love it. I always love it. I think I need it probably more than anybody else. Maybe it's me that needs it. That's why I encourage it so much. But we got Arrow Bud Coin over here. I encourage you guys to check these guys out. They're pulling up nonstop. They did some dog donations. some dog adoption where people were, adopting pets and stuff like that. So again, we're seeing crypto being able to do great things in the space. And I'm sure that they're going to be doing more of this. They can't tariff charity. Look at that, everybody. And if you guys have a charity cause out there, you guys can accept cryptocurrency via XPX. If you guys create a business account for your charity and then create an invoice of what you guys want, somebody would scan that QR code. I'm surprised there's not a charity out there that have not done it already, because you know how many crypto projects who want to just do a good thing. So if there's a charity out there, or one, get them to sign up to XPX Pay's business account. They can create a QR code. I bet there'll be a project out there that'll scan that QR code and fill that invoice for you guys. And you guys will start accepting cryptocurrency for your charity. And, that's a win-win. The dog gets adopted. The donations are coming in. I mean, this is what we're supposed to be doing in this space, everybody. Arrowbud. Arrowbud's a great project, great community. You're seeing people, just being tested in this space all around, every which way possible. Don't sleep on Arrowbud. I don't know where Toasty Sheepnuts is at. He's been MIA. We're gonna have to put out, the bat signal soon, or some Toasty Sheepnuts in the sky to make sure he can pull up. But he definitely needs to pull up. If you guys find him in a space, if you guys bump into him, tell him we're looking for him. We're sitting at $5.2 million market cap. Still very, very, very healthy chart. Every crypto chart has some kind of pullback and some kind of test going on right now. If you got a great community, you guys will be all right. 2 of the shorts hit 1K views. I know, bro. I know. And this AI tool, you see the B-roll that I get to add and stuff? You guys see the B-roll that all the caption and everything? It's been so easy to use this new tool. I spent like 3 days, testing 3 different one of them. This one's been on a different level. It's just on a different level. And you know what? YouTube's loving it. It's sending all these shorts. These shorts are getting crazy numbers. So if you guys can, when you see one of these shorts, you're going to see a plethora of them post today, because I'm just abusing this tool that I'm paying for. I got the Premium Pro Diamond Edition package of it to make sure I can leverage it all the way to get every single project as much exposure as I can through these shorts, because YouTube's pushing them out. So that's Arrowbud, everybody. I think we covered about every play, every community that actually pulled up. The arena one is a crazy play to think about, getting some avalanche. We saw the no chill people. A lot of great plays. I think today was a smart DeFi day because the Gorilla Radio was so powerful. If you guys want to learn more about smart DeFi, I'm going to post some links for you guys. Come to feg.io, okay? Then scroll down to the bottom. Go to documentation. Get you some of that and tell me that you're not bullish after coming to this documentation over here of this introduction of this Feg token, right? And then come and join us on some of these spaces like Feg the World and Feg the System. Some of these spaces when they have one of their rants that I love, when they're like, and there were gorillas, and they were full of fur, and they started to think of great ideas, and they started to become smart. Oh my God, I love those rants. They come out of nowhere, right? We're all having fun. And then out of nowhere, Feg the World or Feg the System, one of these guys, they always have one of those moments where they're like, it just goes really good, man. I love it so much. I part of the space is that right there for me. Part of that fun that we get to have, it's all of that and some. The jungle is a dangerous place. Yep. Yeah, and you know what? These videos that I'm posting, my shorts, they're also getting posted on TikTok. So this app, this AI tool that I'm using, allow me to connect my TikTok, my X, and my YouTube account. So all these shorts that I'm posting, they're also getting posted on TikTok, and it gives me a good rating. So we're gonna leverage that stuff. Come over here, give Feg Token a follow. Today was a big Feg Token day, a big Smart DeFi day, a big XPX day, of course. Some big things coming up with the merch store. Some more things coming out. Was just testing the other day. Some more utility as far as pay. You guys, it's pretty easy to see. There's another box that goes right here. I think it's pretty easy to tell, like, hey, 1, 2, 3. Where's number 4? Where's the other box that goes right here? So we're testing that. We're getting that going and stuff. But while we're getting that going, while you're holding XPX, that's why we had such a bullish Feg Token Day and Smart DeFi Day. We have one of the best, if not the best, token contracts out there supporting you right there. Come ape in on a Smart DeFi project. Go find one of them that you like. I don't care which one it is. Find one of them. They're going to be great because they're launched on this amazing platform called Smart DeFi that is very, very powerful and allows you to leverage this. Where were we at? Where's XPX? We're somewhere. Come find us. Pump the chart, everybody. Pump us to the top, everybody. Get us back on the board. Let's go. Pump the chart. Let's go, man. Yeah, it did. He said it didn't happen. Yeah, it did. Or did it? No. But man, I appreciate you guys pulling up. Come over to smartdefi.com, everybody. Come check these plays out. Imagine when these things 10x. Come have fun with some of the asset backing contracts and see how much is being backed up by BNB as that asset back value continues to rise, everybody. Very, very great place to be. We invested in this technology. It's going to keep going up. Let the markets do what they're going to do. Let Bitcoin shake out who they got to shake out, but also let your smart DeFi token contract do what it has to do. That's why we got asset backing. That's why we got staking. That's why you could take a loan out against your tokens so you don't have to sell them. You can use that and then off ramp it with your XPX Visa card. Go buy me a coffee, whatever you want to go do. But you guys can experience the future of finance. That is DeFi the right way. Smart DeFi, XPX marks the spot, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later. Thank you.